Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Car, and for those who are new to my channel, let me give you the lowdown. I love to travel and could never grow sick of exploring new places, and I want to take you along for the ride and give you helpful tips that will make your trip a whole lot easier. So in this vlog I've done all the work for you and I've listed the top things to do in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in order, so just sit back and enjoy. Also, now that I have you, please click the subscribe button below for more of my content. Up first, of course, the iconic Twin Towers of Kuala Lumpur should be one of the first spots you go visit. If you want to visit these giants, you should head to the main building entrance. You can buy your ticket here or online. We got ours just on the spot, which cost us around €20 per person. There's different pricing for foreigners and Malaysian residents, and kids under 3 have free entry. The ticket will allow you to access both the Sky Bridge and the top floor. Just FYI, you get just 10 minutes at the Sky Bridge and 15 minutes at the 86th floor, and they're very precise with the times as you get divided into time slots with a group of max 15 people. The view is really beautiful from the tower, and you can also see the fountain at the bottom where they do the light show every night. I also highly recommend you come here twice, once during the daytime and once during nighttime. The towers really light up the city and it's quite a spectacular thing to see. Up next, the Batu Caves. You have probably seen pics of this place online when you were googling Kuala Lumpur. This place is known because of its iconic, colorful staircase leading up to the cave entrance and because of the big golden statue in front of it. If you're into getting to know more about this famous Hindu temple, or you're just in it for a nice picture in front of the steps, it doesn't really matter. This is one of those spots you simply can't skip when going to Kuala Lumpur. My advice, get there early at around 8 in the morning and you'll have the whole place to yourself. And don't forget to hydrate and be prepared to walk up 272 steps to get there. Okay, have you ever been to Shibuya Crossing in Tokyo or Times Square in New York? Well, this is the mini version of those two places combined. It's a very picturesque crossing with the KL monorail running right above it, plus with all the skyscrapers in the back. It's really a great spot for a nice picture. And at nighttime, all the billboards light up and this area becomes super vibrant with live musicians and bands playing on the squares. This spot is located in the epicenter of it all. Bukit Bintang is just a great area. It has the famous Jalan Alor street food market. You can go shopping at Berjaya shopping mall, and it's the best spot for lodging as well. So if I can give you one tip, it would be to find a hotel in this area. You won't regret it. If you're looking to get away from the city a bit and surround yourself with greenery, go to the Perana Botanical Garden. Not only is this a super serene place, perfect for a daytime picnic next to the lake, but it also has some cool architectural artsy sculptures called Lamas Perdana. Or if you want to take your kids there, there's also a playground park area with lots of swing sets and structures for them to play on. Also in this park you will find a pretty grim looking deer enclosure and also a butterfly park. Just beware, on a summer day it gets really hot and there isn't a lot of shade if you decide to go for a stroll. I learned the hard way because I got heat stroke from walking around KL in the blistering sun, so there's also the option of renting an electric cart to cruise around that way for the price of 15 ringgit per person. Number 5, Jalan Alor, and do not skip this one. It was actually one of my favorite things I did on my trip to Kuala Lumpur. Jalan Alor is a night market food street that opens from 5 p.m. until late in the evening, and it's most vibrant from 7 p.m. onwards. Here you will see all kinds of Malay delicacies and typical dishes made by locals at super affordable prices, and it will not disappoint. There are permanent restaurants on this street and hundreds of hawker stands that set up every day, so ample choice for something new to try. The street is about 500 meters long and has such a nice ambience. You can get very busy here, and then you'll be greeted with different smells of food and smoke trails of a pig that's being roasted. It's quite incredible. Some of the typical foods you will find here are satay, nasi lemak, barbecue chicken wings, stir-fried noodles, and all kinds of desserts. And then you can wash it all down with some ice-cold beer or the locals' favorite, sugarcane juice. Number 6, Sundowner with a view. Of course, there are plenty of places in KL where you can enjoy a sundowner with some drinks. So I advise you to either find a nice bar with a cool view or just book your hotel in the right area with a nice rooftop pool. You won't regret this. We spent almost every night here at sunset. This particular hotel is called Salam Pavilion Zone A and has a ton of Airbnb apartments in it being rented for super cheap prices. It's in the Bukit Bintang area, which is the perfect area to be staying in as it has all the sites nearby, and I mean, look at the view. Up next, the KL Sky Tower. If you want to go check out the view of Kuala Lumpur but aren't interested in seeing the Petronas Towers, then you have another option, which is the KL Sky Tower. The KL Tower is a 421 meter tall telecommunication tower, and for the price of around 17 euros you get entrance to the skybox, the observation deck, the sky deck, and the choice to do a vertigo-inducing walk at the edge of the KL Tower strapped into a safety harness. The skybox is basically this glass box that sticks out the side and is not for the faint-hearted, I would say. Number 8 is the KLCC Park. The park has been designed to provide greenery to the Petronas Twin Towers and the area surrounding it, and it offers a kids' playground, nice walking paths, a pool where people can play around and cool down from the warm Kuala Lumpur summer days, and it also boasts the famous Lake Symphony show, which is the light and sound fountain show at the foot of the Petronas Towers. This park is definitely an oasis amidst a concrete jungle, and it's just the perfect spot to go in the morning for a jog or to wind down after a hard working day. Number 9, Petaling Street. So I've put this as number 9 because this is one of those spots that everyone goes to when they visit Kuala Lumpur. However, shopping souvenirs or counterfeit products is not really my thing. I've been to these types of market before in other countries and they're just all kind of the same. Having said that, if this is your thing and you're looking for a bargain, then it's the right place to be. There's a bunch of stands selling bags, souvenirs, shoes, clothing, and so much more. Best to go in the early afternoon when all the stands are open and it has a nicer and more vibrant vibe. This street is also open at night and you can also try some street food here. However, I much prefer Jalan Alor than this place. Alrighty, number 10, Lake Symphony. I've mentioned this before. The Lake Symphony show, the sound and light show at the bottom of the Petronas Towers, right outside the Surya KLCC shopping mall. And it's 2 fountains displaying a cool water spectacle. It's on daily at 8 p.m., 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Or if you just want to see the light show, it's every half hour as well. Get there early so you get a nice spot to sit and enjoy. Beware, towards the ends, the fountains spray a bit more and everybody got doused. This show is free of charge and it's definitely one of those things you should do when you're in KL. It's also quite beautiful to see the Petronas Towers light up at nighttime. Number 11, the Hole in the Wall Cafe, and I know what that sounds like, hole in the wall, but it's nothing kinky, I promise. It's actually a pretty cool concept I found out about via Instagram. You can pick your drink from a bunch of tags hanging on the outside wall of this cafe. You pass it to the staff via the hole, pay for the drink, and then a few minutes later you're handed the drink by none other than the Grinch. Of course, you can head over inside the shop afterwards to drink it while sitting in an air-conditioned environment, and they make a really nice coffee, so I definitely advise you to go check this place out. Up next, Utki Restaurant. If you're looking for a spot to eat like a local with the locals, then you must come to this place. It's a generational restaurant that has been around for a long time, and it looks really simple yet homesy, and the food is amazing. Just don't expect Michelin star plating. Seriously, the food here is stellar, and they're known for quite a few dishes such as their kaya jam roll or kaya toast. The service is really quick and the people are just lovely, and it's also super cheap. My sister and I had lunch here. We ordered roti babi, 2 other main dishes, desserts, and each had a refreshing drink for the total price of 10 euros. It was just mind-blowing, seriously. Number 13, the Berjaya theme park. This is a great activity to bring out your inner child or take your actual children to if you have them. This theme park is just so much fun. We went here with my sister's 2-year-old and he could not stop running around, playing and smiling. And my sis and I had as much fun as he did. This place even has an indoor roller coaster and it boasts different sections for younger kids and older ones. There's just so many games and attractions. This place really is unreal and smack in the center of Kuala Lumpur, which makes it even more convenient. It's located in the Berjaya shopping mall on the top floor. The entrance fee is 80 ringgit per person, which is around 16 euros, and kids under 3 enter for free. So if you're looking to have some off time from sightseeing and just go play some games, this is the spot to go. Okay, if you're looking for a picturesque spot in KL, look no further than this temple. This 6-tiered Chinese temple is really insanely beautiful. It's also great because it wasn't crowded at all when I went at around 4 p.m, so you can really explore it in peace without hordes of other people around. Entrance to this temple is free of charge, and inside you can pray or pick a fortune, which I did as well. The temple is a little bit outside of the city, but the panoramic views of the city alone make the trip up the hill totally worthwhile. Just make sure to cover up your legs and shoulders when entering out of respect. And if you just want to come here for a nice picture, there is plenty of spots around here to do that. It's such an ornate temple. Just be mindful as it is a place of worship. If you want to step into a bit of history of KL, go to the Central Market, which originated as a wet market back in 1888. Nowadays, it's turned into a modern market with over 350 shops retailing traditional goods, art collectibles, local handicrafts, and more. The locals refer to this place as Pasar Seni, but it's basically a huge bazaar that boasts different floors and even has a food court and an area focusing on art. You can totally pair this spot with the nearby Petaling Street, and another huge positive, this whole market is air conditioned. Praise the Lord, because it came at just the right time after having spent hours walking around the scorching city that eventually led to heat stroke in my case. For those amongst you that still enjoy to read actual books and not Kindles, this is the place to be. They have such great bargains at this store as well. Also, look at how beautiful this place is. I mean, I bet a lot of people also just come here to make a cool Instagram snap, but that's up to you, of course. So there's like 8 of these Bookxcess stores in Kuala Lumpur, and they're all kind of spectacular, so definitely try and visit one during your Kuala Lumpur trip. So we spent about an hour here, and Cara literally bought all the books, which I carried back home like a donkey, but in return she did make some great pictures for me for the gram. Number 17, Sky Bar. And I went here all alone. Believe it or not, I have never in my life been to a bar alone to go get a drink, so this was a true test for me. Anyway, Sky Bar is one of the many spots in Kuala Lumpur to have drinks with a view. Some other popular spots that came highly recommended are Banyan Tree or Marini on 57. This place in particular has a nice view of the Petronas Towers at night, and it turns into a club later on in the evening as well. There are a bunch of fun clubs and bars in the Bukit Bintang area. I went to this place a few times because the vibes were just so great. This place is called Havana, which is a popular choice for food or drinks. It was also just around the corner from our hotel, so it was also super convenient. And guys, the cocktails here, oh my god, I highly recommend the whiskey sour. They were excellent. And do yourself a favor and get these tacos too. They were delicious. In the weekend, this place is super crowded as well, and a popular going out spot as it boasts a club on the first floor. Up next, the aquarium. And I know what you're thinking, not another aquarium, they're all the same, but this one is not quite the same because it has a 90-meter long water tunnel with magical marine life and exotic aquatic creatures swimming around. The entrance fee is 62 ringgit, which is around 13 euros, and kids under 2 can enter for free. The aquarium isn't the only fun thing you can do with your kids in this building, by the way. There's also a science museum, which is a lot of fun as well, and kids can explore a bunch of interactive exhibits. The entrance is free for kids that are 6 and under. Just prepare yourself for a lot of excited kids running around here. So depending on the type of sightseeing you want to do, I chose to visit a mosque because Malaysia is a country where Islam is the most professed religion, and picking a mosque in Kuala Lumpur proved to be quite difficult as there are several worth seeing. Aside from the Putra Mosque, you can also visit the Masjid Jamek Mosque, which is the oldest Islamic place of worship in KL, or opt for the largest mosque, otherwise known as the Blue Mosque, or the Iron Mosque, a striking mosque made up of 70% of steel. I opted to go see the Pink Mosque, which as you can see looks just stunning, and the pictures of it definitely convinced me to go have a look. Also on the left of the mosque you can spot the Seri Wawasan Bridge, which falls in line super nicely with the surrounding modern architecture. All in all, I enjoyed visiting this mosque, and luckily it isn't too far away from the city either, but to avoid traffic, go there early when it opens at 9 a.m. Another spot to visit is the Salam Link Bridge, which is a 5-minute walk from the Petronas Towers. This bridge lights up at night and has become a huge attraction since it was built in 2020. It was built to shorten commuter time, so it has a significant function, but in the meantime it has become a big tourist attraction due to its snazzy design and changing colors. This is one of those fun things you can do at night in Kuala Lumpur, maybe just walk through it or make a nice Instagram picture, and definitely pair it with the nearby Petronas Towers. The next 4 spots are all more or less in a 300-meter span of each other. The first is the Sultan Abdul Mosque. This is the oldest mosque in Kuala Lumpur and is positioned between the junction of 2 major rivers in the city. This mosque can be visited during the daytime as well, and at nighttime this place turns into this magical wonderland with the River of Life. The River of Life is a smoke and light show that is performed every night, where white smoke is ejected onto the river, which is lit with this bright blue color. It's all very whimsical, but I definitely preferred the Lake Symphony show over this one. Okay, so depending on the type of traveler that you are, this could be for you or not at all. I like to delve deep and see as much as I can when I visit a new city, and Merdeka Square, otherwise known as the Independence Square, is such an important historical and cultural spot in Kuala Lumpur, it would be a shame to skip it. Still to this day, this is the spot for parades and other big cultural events, and right at the square is the Sultan Abdul building, which used to be the British Colonial Administration building. And it's simply such a beautiful and iconic building to see. That was it, guys. I hope this video was helpful for you. Please don't forget to subscribe and see you on the next one.